Hello and welcome to Nonsense Farm. I was in Europe for what turned out to be 2.5 weeks. That's a whole other story. And of course, it's like walking into a wood chipper, coming back into the office and back at home. And we moved my daughter back to her house. Anyway, so today is the first time I'm actually able to go to the farm and spend any length of time. Of course, it's going to be 107 degrees today. So it's 5:30 in the morning. I'm leaving the house because I want to have as many hours before it gets too dangerous to work outside. So let's go see what we find at the farm. All right, I left my video camera on the cruise ship. Now they're shipping it back to me, but it's coming from Germany, so it's going to take a while. So I'm filming this on my iPhone. So my priorities today are to get everything well watered, to clean up in the orchard. That means mow, move the chickens, and then just generally see how things are out here at the farm. It's been entirely too long since I've had any time to spend out here. I'm so happy to be here. I wish it wasn't going to be so hot so I could be out here longer, but it is what it is. We take the time we have. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please hit that like button, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I put out new videos, because you never know what I'm up to out here at the farm. Well, this is frustrating. So a big part of my objective for today was to get on the tractor and go mow, like clean up the orchard, get things back in order, because it hasn't been mowed for a while, obviously, because I've been gone. So I got on the tractor. I had gone just a little ways, and then all of a sudden it didn't feel like it was mowing, and it wasn't. So anyway, I checked it out, and there's a sheared bolt on the little thing that makes it turn. Sorry, I don't know the actual term. So anyway, my mower doesn't work, and so I can't mow today. And I'm so frustrated. Okay, so let's see what else we can get done. So I guess I'll just water everything really well. Man, I really wanted to mow today. It's so frustrating. All right, so it's Sunday, the next day. Yesterday really went off the rails, so let me explain what happened. So my goal yesterday was to get the orchard mowed, cleaned up, and around the camper. And so I started mowing, and I went over something uneven, and all of a sudden the bush hog stopped working. And I'm like, what have I done? This is terrible. And I'm Googling how much it is to buy a new one, a couple $1,000s. And I'm like, oh, I've messed everything up. Well, I kept looking, and I kept Googling, and I kept looking and thinking. And it turns out there's a thing called a shear bolt, S-H-E-A-R, shear bolt. And what it is, it's kind of like a circuit breaker in your electrical system. It's an intentional weak point so that it breaks before something more expensive breaks. So when I'd gone over that uneven part, it broke, and so it disconnected the drive shaft from the PTO and from the bush hog so that it wouldn't break anything else. So, okay, so I need to go get a shear bolt. So anyway, I went to Tractor Supply, and they have them. And I learned a whole lot about my bush hog. I found out there's this little tube where they store the owner's manual, which is great. Anyway, so after much finagling, I got the old one out because it had sheared off to where it had made it really hard to, you couldn't just push it in or out. I had to finally get a screwdriver and a hammer and pound it out. These are my cows. They're gonna knock over the tripod. Anyway, so I finally got it out, put the new one in, tightened it as best I could, went to mow again, and about 10 feet later, it just came out. Well, it turns out you have to tighten them down pretty good. So anyway, finally found all the right size of ratchets and whatnot, and got it fixed. I was able to finish mowing everything, but I didn't get everything watered like I wanted to, because we're having just record-breaking heat here. It's like 108 yesterday, And so finally at a certain point, I just couldn't do it anymore. So anyway, I managed to get the tractor fixed. Then I got it put away, and we went to a gentleman's house in Carrollton that had some bees move into his owl house, and went 12 feet up on a ladder and disconnected the owl house from the tree, which was no small feat. Then this box, which weighed probably 15, 20 pounds, had to put it up against me, filled with bees, and carefully go down the ladder. And then on the ground, we got all the comb out and put it into a hive, and now we're waiting on all of them to get inside the box, and then we'll move it out to the farm. And it occurred to me yesterday that if it were not for YouTube, I don't know that I would be able to do what I'm doing with the farm for several reasons. One is, you know, all the things about like how we're raising the cows and how we do chickens. All of that I learned from watching families do it on YouTube. And also, it's been twice now that things have happened with the tractor, and I fixed it by watching videos on YouTube. And then not only that, but days like yesterday where you go to get something done and everything just goes off the rails and you end up having to repair things, I would feel like I'm just an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. I would be so easy to get discouraged, but because of the other homesteaders and other farmers that I watch on YouTube, I'm able to see that this happens to everyone. This is normal. This is part of the process. This is what happens. And so I really am so grateful to YouTube to make all of this possible. So anyway, speaking of YouTube, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Please click the bell so that you'll be notified when I publish new videos, so that you'll keep up with all the nonsense out on the farm. And thank you for watching.